Good evening. Channing Smith took his own life, and now in an exclusive interview, his father hopes to channel his pain into reforming child bullying laws.
The whole country has taken note of this tragic case. Now David Smith fears those who humiliated his son will not be held accountable and tells News Channel 5's Nick Barris something needs to change.
Channing Smith lived with his father, a former police officer, just the two of them at a home in Coffee County. Only now is David Smith talking about his son's final hours and how Channing's tragic death could have been avoided.
This was a premeditated assault by electronic means.
David Smith calls his son Channing's death the result of not cyberbullying, but cyber assault.
Their intent was to absolutely humiliate, embarrass him, cause him great mental anguish.
16-year-old Channing took his life last month. This after his family says he had confided in a few that he was bisexual. After texting with some other teens, they posted screenshots online.
Whatever Channing's sexuality was at this time, I know one thing, he was greatly upset that these postings caused his girlfriend to break up with him.
And he dreaded going back to school. Smith and his son talked early the evening Channing took his own life. His son never mentioned the upsetting posts. Smith later learned Channing had called others to say he was going to harm himself, but they told no one. He found his son the next morning.
I get up early. I always have gotten up early, and I noticed the light was on in his bedroom. I saw it underneath the door, so I went in and found him.
Channing died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Smith knows under the current law, it may be difficult to charge the teens who bullied his son. He and the DA are now asking the state attorney general to issue an opinion on the case. Whatever the answer, Smith knows there needs to be change.
I would love to see someone in Tennessee legislature champion a Channing's law.
His thought is to pass a stand-alone law, separating it from harassment and stalking that would hold people criminally responsible if convicted of simply cyberbullying. And Smith hopes that law would also call for more education on cyberbullying. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Nick, thank you. It is important to note District Attorney Greg Northcott has not announced yet whether he'll file criminal charges, but most legal experts agree it would be a tough case to prosecute under current Tennessee law. If you or someone you know needs help tackling bullying or suicidal thoughts, there is free help out there. Just call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. You can also text TN to 741-741 to talk immediately with a trained counselor.